and welcome back to The Last Stand, episode 3. I am your DM, Crystal. I'm also the co-founder, writer, director, showrunner. I do a lot of shit over the Tales of the Forgotten Fiction Network. Please go to the Tales of the Forgotten Fiction Network if you love audio fiction and tech, and check out all of our shows. But do that after, because we are going to have a amazing session today. We are missing a couple players, but we have a new player, so I am very, very, very excited. So shout out to other Matt. I don't know. I can't even do like Matt D because it's Matt Dawson and Matt Davies, so I can't even be like Matt D.
No,
I don't even know how to do this. But anyway, we're missing Officer Tommy again, but we love him. We're missing Beth today, but that we love her as well. Everybody, shout out to Torin. I hope everybody feels better. But now I have incredible plans for the missing players, so this will be great. But we do have this incredible group of heroes. Last episode, you guys, the VODs are over on our YouTube channel. Please go and watch them. They're a good time. They're absolutely hilarious. You will have quite the chuckle, even in the moments that you're a little horrified and really clenching your butt, wondering if these characters are going to survive. Spoiler, they do, and here we are today. So let's go around the table, give quick introductions, let everybody introduce themselves and their characters, and then we will jump into today's session. Let's start with you, Matt, since you finally get to play with us.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy to finally be here. My name is Matthew Dawson. This is my second tabletop RPG, so I'm pretty still new at these. So go easy on me, guys, in the comments, please. And I'm playing Martin, who is a grocery store bagger by day, and we call him famous. He's got 36 subscribers. He is the YouTuber known as Shadow Conspiracy, digging up all the dirt on things like the tunnels underneath the Pentagon, Bigfoot sightings in your local Walmart, and everything under the sun. So he is just having a ball with what has been going on in recent events because he was right. He predicted this.
Mm-hmm.
Look back and you'll find it. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Can't wait to meet this character.
And Beth isn't here to meet him.
I know.
Right?
I am so freaking sad about that. Matt, pass the baton off. Who's going next?
Tiani's next.
Hello, I'm Tiani. I'm playing Anais, our very tired spacecraft flight attendant who has somehow survived with the team that she was still unsure about. You can find me on voicedbytiani.com. I'm usually with Crystal on some of these audio dramas that she does. Thank you for having me.
I love working
And yeah,
with you,
let's
Tiani.
see if
It's so
Anais
fun.
can survive.
Pass the baton. Who's going next?
Let's go with Dante.
Hey, yo, Dante Fogo here. I'm Adam Kornman. I am a writer-producer out here in Los Angeles, California, and also a voice actor. If you need loud noises, shout it out your face. And I'm playing Dante Fogo, who's actually talks a little more like this. He's a firefighter, been a rookie a little bit longer than is generally normal for this profession. Also, it's the future, and like putting out fires is not as hot as it used to be, so I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with it. And we're having a great time traveling with our friends and fighting demons. And I'm going to pass it off to Paul.
I'm Paul. Actual name Alex. Super fan and geek. When we last played, Paul got a sword and accidentally ate some Anunnaki blood. So we're gonna see where that goes. Maybe
Probably
he
fun.
grows scales. Maybe he turns evil. Who knows? But yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting.
All of a sudden, you're making like wisdom saves, and that's not even a thing in this
Yeah.
Like, not
RPG?
Even, yeah, it's not even a thing. So I will give everybody a quick little recap just of how we're doing this, especially for the viewers. And so everybody just, because it's fucking holidays and we haven't been here for a while. So this is a very, very, very homebrew version of the Cypher system. So basically, Crystal one day found a TikTok because everybody's on TikTok. And the idea was pretty much that if you just took a bunch of normal people, threw them in a campaign, and made them do action hero stuff, but every role could be a death roll. So, for example, you're running across the street, pieces of a building are falling down at you, roll. And if you live, you don't get, you have a good roll, you don't get crushed. If you have a bad roll, you get crushed. And so for 2 episodes, these incredible characters have managed to survive. And we've had quite a few death rolls, quite a few. So now they're a little bit hardened. They've gotten to, they've gotten it. They have one level 1 ability, just one. They got to meet Lilith. They killed an Anunnaki. So it's really, really incredible what these characters have been through. And now we're going to bring a new player onto the board. So previously on The Last Stand, our group of heroes, minus our new guy Martin, were in this alleyway. They were trying to escape the chaos of the city. They had been contacted by what the group describes as a non-tentacle angel lady who gave them some lore and some instructions and warned them that they should probably get off the street because the city is currently under attack. And we're going to see what they do with that information. So, Anais, Paul, and Dante, what you find out, or not what you find out, you guys have just had that moment where kind of we ended last session, and then all of a sudden, you all look over at Beth, and Beth was holding that angel sword. She was a little hyped up, as Beth is, right? Mommy Lilith had just left. You guys are feeling however you're feeling after she shook your hands and her little angel entourage flew off, and you kind of got that weird boost or whatever. But then all of a sudden, this light surrounds Beth. It's this random ass pink glow, and Beth disappears. And in Beth's place, you see this guy. Martin, you had been going about your day when the city went to shit. Maybe you were getting ready to do another episode of your very important podcast, where you're very famous on. And I'm going to give you a chance to role play this out. But wherever you were, you suddenly find yourself there no longer. Maybe you feel a little woozy. If you remember episode 1, when the bomb initially went off in the city and everybody got KO'd, that would have happened to you as well. Whether or not you heard that voice in your ear is completely up to you. Okay? Then you would have went about your day, did whatever it was that Martin would have done after that had happened, right? But now all of a sudden, you were doing what you were doing, and you look down at yourself and you're like, what the fuck, am I glowing? And then, like that, you find yourself in front of this group. And kind of before you can get your bearings, you also hear a little voice in your head, and as what you will, and it says to you, well, I suppose they're going to need you as well. And since Lilith graced them with an ability, I suppose you can have one too. And you feel like somebody just fucking poked you in the forehead, not gently. And you're going to feel, some type of way, and that's how you're going to feel that you have your ability. And you just find yourself in front of this group of people. So, Martin, tell us what you were doing before kind of this happened to you.
Yeah. Martin, he was going about his day. He got up, he went upstairs. He's 35, lives with his mother. He said goodbye to her, gave her a kiss on the cheek, drove to his grocery store job, and he was bagging groceries. And then, shit hit the fan. And Martin wakes up in this place, and he's glowing. He's hearing voices, and this guy, he is just thinking, holy shit, I was right about everything. He didn't know, was it the aliens? Was it the angels? Was it the demons? Was it the ghosts? But he was right about something. He knows it. So he's looking around. He's trying to figure out where he is, where he's going, and what's going on around him. And he's pulling his phone out because he doesn't have his equipment. He's got to record this for his 36 subscribers. He's about to hit that big 40 landmark. That's huge. So he's got to start recording this. So he pulls out his phone and he's trying to get his camera app open currently.
I think I think anything new is immediately met with Dante just getting his axe ready. Hey, whoa, what's going on here, buddy? Where'd you come from?
Whoa. Are you the time-traveling Viking I spoke about?
There's a
Wow.
moment where Dante is not sure if he is not a time traveling Viking. Why? I mean, there was that time I drank mead at the bar, and I was like, oh wow, this feels right. Oh, am I Thor?
No, let's not be crazy here. Okay, you're not Thor. You're just okay. Seriously, what's going on here? I'm holding my phone up. I'm recording you right now, and it's like, what's going on? Have I been drugged? Or are you an alien parasite that's in my brain telling me things that I need to do?
So
Once
since
again,
Anais was behind Beth, he's going to kind of just reach out towards this new guy and pinch him a little bit. She's like, hold on. There's been too many things. My mind was taken over by some slime monster. Just a second. Am I seeing things? Is this real? So I'm not going to pinch myself because why? So I'm going to go ahead and pinch the new guy to make sure that he's real.
Ah! The hell was that? What?
So he's going to be like, well, he's real. My work here is done.
we just gotta make sure you don't have like dead eyes and got a demon inside you. This is how you test
demons
apparently.
inside people right now?
Where have you
mean-
been? Haven't you seen it? Where have you been? Who
I just
are you?
woke up. I'm here. I don't know.
You
I
slept
was
through
at
all
work.
that.
Listen. How long has this been happening?
All day.
I mean, it feels like several months, but it might have only been an hour or two. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Okay. I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's
Thank
going on.
God, because none of us do.
No, I totally get it. You see, the birds, they're drones. And every time a bird is pooped on anyone, it's inserting a microchip into the bloodstream. And those microchips, the government, they have finally activated them. That I was under mind control for all day. And now I'm here, and the bird microchip must have dissolved in the bloodstream. And I'm back. I'm conscious again. So I apologize for what has happened. I was at the beach the other day, a seagull. I let it get too close, and the government used me, and I'm sorry.
Dante puts the axe down. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Anais is tired. Absolutely not. She is trying to page non-tentacle agent angel lady. Like, no, I just started to trust these ridiculous teammates of mine. You told me I had to trust them. Now look who you dropped. Absolutely not. Somebody come handle this. We need answers. Absolutely not. Nah.
Paul, he's taking this all, and he's just like, I just fuck. I've seen everything today. I'm just gonna go with this. Are you hungry? We got bread. Well, did Beth take the bread with her when she disappeared? Who has the bread?
Nah, I think Beth. Unless, did you swap clothes with Beth when you arrived? Like, do you feel like you got bread tucked away somewhere?
I don't think I have bread tucked away anywhere. No.
Well, there
no,
go our
no bread on me.
rations.
Dante reaches into his coat pocket and just pulls out candy wrappers. These are from weeks ago.
Anais pulls out her energy bar. She does have bread from Beth's bakery that she stored away the first time, but she's not going to give it to him because last time she choked down that dry muffin, it healed her. So I'm not going to give it to you, but you know what? You can have a piece of this energy bar if you're hungry. A piece, not all of it. Just,
Yeah, we got a ration. We don't know when energy bar companies are gonna come back and stop making more bars.
Well, that's the thing about energy bar companies, They're using us. They're using the little guy to make the energy bar. And what do you think energy is? It's flame. Demon flame. It's all been mass produced by the Satanist church to get the bloody energy bars in our system. And you're letting them do this to us. But yeah, I'll take a bite.
Boy, you want to talk about demon flames? I took out this garbage fire a couple weeks back. I'll tell you about it. I saw a face. But we should be getting, what was the building we were going to? And then the demon attacked us, and then Beth stabbed it. A lot has happened in the last 5 minutes, and I don't know. I'm not usually this long without coffee in my system.
I'm right there with you.
Just as a quick reminder, there is a dead Anunnaki on the ground by this group. And Tiani, when you said you were trying to flag down the angel lady, how are you doing this? What are you doing to try and get attention?
Aging angel, a non-tentacle lady. Please answer. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Do I need to pray? Like, dear Lord, whoever dropped this fool off in front of me. Somebody answer, please and thank you. That is what she's doing right now. On the off chance.
Why don't you give me a roll?
It'd go great. It'd go great right now.
Why don't you give me, let's make it an intellect roll. Why don't you give me an intellect roll? Let's do the first one of today.
Of course.
My mic is probably picking up Pixel gleefully. Our studio audience is present again today.
We should
right,
sell
here we
tickets to this.
Mm-hmm. All right, beats a difficulty of 1. Okay, yeah. Martin, are you praying?
Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
are you
I was just trying something out.
You're just practicing? Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I was making sure I knew how to do it. Sorry.
You're
It's
good.
like, did I touch something? Oops.
Yeah.
He's deciding which new conspiracy he believes in.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Anais, you don't get a response, but it kind of gives you that feeling of, you could probably relate to this, that somebody is just fucking busy and can't pick up the phone right now.
And it's very unappreciated. You can't just drop off strangers. Like, she's like, okay,
Sure.
I see how it is.
Yeah. I will say, as you guys are having this discussion, there is the sounds of the battle in the city around you, and there's still fuckery going on in the sky as angels and Anunnaki battle. But I will say that you also begin to hear it's like a scuttling sound. And there seems to be a lot of them. So you guys are all kind of standing in this alleyway. And from where, not you, poor Martin, because you kind of just appeared, but the rest of you guys, from where you were running, you remember there were those cars and the things and so you hear all that from where you came from. And it, it's like, how when something like, is getting closer and it echoes, hearing that.
Look, I don't want to be that, hey, we should get out of here guy, but we should get out of here. The Mastodon building's still this way, down the road, and then we're supposed to go in the basement? Man, Beth knew all of this stuff, and then Beth turned to this guy. Like, come on! Gods, what are you doing here?
Let's go. Like, get this guy, Beth.
I mean,
Junior,
Paul's
whoever
got
he
the
is,
sword, so
Whatever.
maybe Paul
He can
leads.
follow us. He can follow us.
I appreciate you guys letting me come along. My mom says I need to get out more, so I'm really excited to.
Your mom tells you that? My mom tells me that all the time. She's like, get off the couch, you lazy bum.
Says that same thing to me, but much more explicit with a shoe.
I'm like, Mom, I'm at the firehouse like 20 hours a day, and then I come home, and all I want to do is watch some TV and, eat some of those Cheeto things. Or non-branded, cheese brand cracker things. All right, let's go.
Anais, you get a sudden splitting migraine. But as you kind of like squint, like, shit, my head, you see it's just this pulse, and you know that it's that underground night market that is in the city that was mentioned. You just see that image, and you can tell this kind of rude interruption in your brain is from the quite busy right now non-tentacle angel lady.
Ah, got had to go to a night market. I'm seeing some type of night market. I'm assuming it's from the non-tentacle angel lady because wow, rude. It hurts. Number one, rude is hell. And that's kind of what she does to me. So I think we do need to go down somewhere to some type of market.
Yeah, we go to the night market, and then that leads to the underground, and then that way we get to the Mastodon building, and then we save the world.
Martin
Yeah.
pulls out a little notepad and scratches off ghosts and Bigfoot.
Yeah. Paul's Paul he hefts the sword. He says, "All right, guys, let's head out." Then he turns around, puts the sword on his back, and he takes his hand off and immediately falls to the floor. He stands there for a second, turns around and picks up and says, "Yeah, maybe I can pick one of those up when we're there."
Oh, yeah, a sword hold.
Yeah, one of those.
A sword bag. Sword bag is called. All right. Let's lead the
All
way.
right, let's go.
And Dante's gonna start walking out, and there's still the remnants of his cipher armor that's kind of dancing around his fireman's coat. So just every now and then it catches the light, and you get these hexagonal magical symbols glittering around him. Just reminding myself it's still on.
That's really fancy. As you guys are about to exit this alley, you know that it's actually not far, this underground market, from where you are. Lucky you guys, you really just have to cross the street. But as you're about to exit the alley, who's in front?
That sounds like Dante's in front right now.
Yeah, Dante's in front. Hey, Dante, can I get a speed roll?
Speed roll, you know it. And
That's always a good.
can I
sign
can
when
I
the
give
GM
myself a
cackles.
pep talk on it?
I know you.
Just kind of.
I mean, you can use a level of effort anytime you want. Sure, yeah, like that's you can.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna throw a level of effort on
You
that
don't even
just to
have
be
to tell
sure.
me. You can always use effort as long as you've got the points. Go for it.
All right, let's. Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah, beats the difficulty 6. Love that. So, Dante, as you're about to walk out of the alley, like your spider senses tingle, and you jump back just in time because this fucking car comes careening down the sidewalk. It's hitting poor people. That just bodies just fucking flying. It like skitters across the entrance of the alleyway. Then it does this like flip and crashes. And people are yelling and screaming. Hi, Kim. But you hear those skittering sounds again, and they're like really loud. And you hear people screaming, and it's the sounds of like, you know, like in horror movies where there's like in World War Z where everybody's like that level of chaos. That's what's happening on the street right now.
Oh, all right. Eyes on a swivel, and we gotta move. And so, looking at this tree, do I see?
His jaw's on the floor right now. His phone is up and trembling. And you guys, I think it might be Giant Monster. I think it might be Godzilla. Maybe King Kong. Nah, King Kong could throw a car like that. No, we're in kaiju territory.
Oh, we'll cover all of that once I get some coffee in me. Do I see across the street? Just like, it's people running back and forth, like a big crowd of people?
Yeah, it's literally like people seem to be like running from where you guys came from. So it's almost like a stream of rats. Like everybody's pushing like deeper into the city that way. So you can get across this street. It's not like so packed that you can't move. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. It just looks like something fucked has happened. It's a lot of chaos. But you can see across the street, there's like this sign. It's like all night underground market, whatever. It's very, Dante, you've heard about it.
Mhm.
So it's literally right there. You just have to get across the street.
So I'm not 100% sure this is how this will work, but I have the ability, good advice.
Uh-huh.
And I can offer clarity and wisdom to players, giving them an asset in a task they're about to do.
I love
So,
this.
look, Dante's been to a concert or two, and he tends to focus on the music that's a little bit more heavy and maybe involves a mosh pit. So he knows how to handle a crowd if it comes to it. So I'd like Dante to give advice to, all right, you're going to keep your arm up and you're going to make a shield around your chest. Nobody's getting inside. And you're going to get across the street aggressively. And then we're going to meet over there by that sign. And then we're going to get churros. And to try and give everyone a little bit of an asset at crossing the street.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Yeah. Does that ability cost points? So go ahead and.
No, it is an enabler.
I love that for you. Perfect. Let's go. So yeah, you guys hilariously, which might feel a little odd considering how you know, the hours that you have spent with Dante, but you all feel, maybe not to you, Martin, because you've just met Dante, but you feel emboldened by this speech. Like, he just gave y'all some good information. So now you feel maybe a little bit more prepared to cross this chaos.
Anais is not worried. She also has her new found ability, Straightforward. She is now trained in breaking things. That includes breaking up crowds. You know, paired with her natural aggression, I feel like she's going to be fine at pushing people out of her way. So she's with Dante on this one. Yeah, absolutely.
So we going?
All right.
Who's yeah,
Oh
Assuming
yeah,
we're
we're
going.
going. Martin's trailing behind, but he's there.
Oh, okay. So how? Yeah, just kind of give me an idea. Like who's going first? Is Dante kind of leading the charge with his elbows? Like, how we doing this?
I feel like he'll have, kind of the axe up, just, get like shoving people if they get a little bit too close and get himself across, trying to, I guess, stick near Anais since she seems to know a little bit more about what's going on and it seems important she survives.
Anais is out there, you know, has to be nice to this group, but she doesn't have to be nice to anyone else. So this is her time to just release some of this aggression. She's pushing people out the way, pulling people. Like, she really does not care about these people in the street. We're going where we need to go because I'm stuck with these people, but I'm not stuck with y'all. So she's really just out there.
Love that. Yeah, Paul, Martin, how you got? You bringing up the rear, right?
Paul comes out of the alleyway. He's got the sword up and out, and he's just pointing it left and right at whatever is coming toward him. And whoever, I assume Martin's like behind him. You notice something kind of weird that every time someone bumps into him, Paul's shoulders and midsection, it looks like they swell outward for a second and then suck back in.
Okay.
As he's going through, and there's like a faint boom sound.
Sounds normal enough.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Martin's kind of he's very kind of trailing behind this group. He's still not totally in the clique yet, but he's like grabbed onto Paul's shoulder and kind of getting dragged through this ordeal. And as his shoulders are kind of flexing out, Paul feels it, Martin feels it, and he's got the phone up by his face and he kind of whispers, "This guy might be an alien. I'll let you know soon." And then puts the phone kind of down, kind of waving through the crowd.
Yeah, you guys are, you're doing great. It's chaos. It's loud. You're not even looking to see what's going on. You guys have laser focus across this street. NIE's knocking motherfuckers over. She don't give a shit. Dante leading the way. Paul and Martin behind y'all. And you see above you, it's like this shadow of something coming down. and you look up and you realize it's this like it just looks like a giant piece of like debris or something. But then you hear like the of wings, and this fucking angel just appears like right next to you, Dante, and fucking catches this piece of debris for you guys, like fucking Superman on some shit, and like tries to like push it away from the crowd. Paul, as this happens, your ears start ringing. And it's like that, almost like, pressure changes, make your ears ring like a little bit, but then it just gets sharper and louder. And to the point that now it starts to be painful. And you hear this strange language, and it's guttural, and it's like just rough sounding, and you're pretty fucking sure you're hearing the Anunnaki language. And it's so like loud and oppressive that you can't even see anymore. Like you're almost getting vertigo. The world is like tilting. You can't see too good. But the rest of you see, like, through this crowd, like 2 fucking Anunnaki come out of nowhere, and they just fucking tackle this angel. I'm gonna need Dante and Anais to give me speed rolls real quick.
Ooh,
Dante beats the
that
difficulty
was almost
5.
terrible.
It's so like butt clenching, right? Watching that dice roll.
It's like on a 5, on a 3, on a 1, on a thank God.
I know. Look at y'all too. Okay. Beats a difficulty 5 beats a difficulty 6. Yeah. Y'all are like on point. Like y'all like move forward. But now poor Paul and Martin, there is a battling angel and 2 lizard humanoids right in front of you. So you guys now are a little bit separated. Martin, you kind of maybe just out of the corner of your eye glance, and through the chaos that is happening right now, you see that it looks like a human being with eyes that are completely black is crawling along the side of a building. And it's coming towards you.
Hey, yeah, Martin's on the ground screaming right now. He- this is all new to him. He is in shock, effectively. He is kind of what he was gently holding on to the shoulder. He is now gripped on tight and basically being dragged. Because that is the only muscle movement he can conjure besides his throat opening up to just scream.
Martin,
He is terrified.
You will just notice that Paul doesn't seem to be moving right now.
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe you don't notice that. You might not. You might not.
You might not.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Paul, I will give me an intellect roll.
All right.
Let's see if you're able to overcome this.
Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. All right. All right.
Love that for you. Love that for you. Okay. Paul, yeah, so all this, but you kind of like, you know, you're going to fortify yourself. I'll let you RP it, but your head is still pounding, especially because these 2 Anunnaki are right in front of you. And you kind of think that maybe from, like, you can't really understand the language, but you're getting the sense that maybe they're calling in for like backup. So whatever you guys do, you should do it like really fast. Like, it's imperative that you do whatever you got to do to get off the street.
All right. Paul, he's just gonna shake himself clear of. He's still got like an earache. He can hear it, but he's looking around. He sees the two Anunnaki beating the shit out of this angel. He looks over at Martin, sees Martin freaking out, follows Martin's eye line, sees this thing crawling around on the wall, and goes, "No time for that. No time for them." He one hands the sword behind him. He's carrying behind him. He grabs Martin by the shoulder and lifts him up and says, "We're going. We got to go with those two. We got to get out of there." I don't ask me how I know. Those lizard guys, there's going to be more of them in a second. We cannot be here. Those demon people, there's going to be more of them in a second. We cannot be here. We got to be in the night market. We're going.
Paul, why don't you now, Paul and Martin, Martin, your first roll of the game, why don't you both give me speed rolls?
All right.
First, possibly last.
Can I just double check? How do I do?
Sure, you're going to
specifically
open up your
speed
character
roll?
sheet.
Yep.
And then where you see the speed, there should be like a little icon that you can click on it right next to speed, and it'll open up that
Yep.
all-in-one roller.
Gotcha.
And then make
Okay.
sure level 1, if you want to use some effort, go for it. And don't forget, thanks to Dante's inspirational speech, you also have an asset. So there are just fields for all of that. Take your time.
Perfect. Okay. Think we're good.
I like to imagine as Dante and Anais are pushing their way through, Dante will hold somebody who's trying to push into them. Anais knocks them out on the ground. They share a look like, "Hey, you been to that T Swift concert too, huh?" And then we keep moving.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. What the heck?
That was a good mosh move.
Yeah, whatever.
as y'all two are like walking across the street, or y'all keeping it moving, not even like behind you. So that happens. Incredible. Paul, you gave that amazing like let's fucking go. So you're like half dragon Martin, right? You got that sword up, and because you are even despite your headache, you are so fucking dialed in right now that you're trying to maneuver around the fighting angel and Anunnaki, and fucking Anunnaki tail comes whipping out. And Paul, you just dodge that shit. However you dodge that shit, right? But as you're dodging this Anunnaki tail, that thing that was on the wall lunges, and Martin, this thing freaking just jumps right on you, and it grabs you by the front of your shirt. And this thing is screaming in your face that it wants it back, that you have taken it, and it wants it back. Give it back. And it's frantic and it's nonsensical. And then this thing just fucking headbutts you as hard as it freaking can. So you're going to take 2 points of might damage. And I'm going to give both of you guys now a chance to do some stuff. Dante and Anais, maybe you see this, maybe you guys don't. That's up to you, but I'll give you guys a second to role play in a second. We'll first let's deal with the situation here. Martin, what do you do?
Martin, he's a bundle of tears right now. He is screaming, and he's hearing the creature talk to him, and at this point in his life, he thought only politicians were reptilians, so they could never do this. So he's hearing the voices, and he's screaming back, What do I have? What do I need? I don't have anything. I have nothing on me. And then, he gets headbutt and knocked the fuck out.
Paul, what do you do when you see this, right? You have just expertly dodged a freaking Anunnaki tail. What happens next for you?
All right. Okay. So,
Synaptic, I love your face expressions. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Paul has cooked for ingrates his entire life.
Mhm.
Not right now, niece. I love you. um, get back into character. So
Sorry, I know Pixel's out here wheezing. It's great.
yeah, now everything's gone to shit in the city, and he's dealing with the best he can. And he has to get this new guy across the street, deliver him to that place, and this bitch, this demon Karen, has just I want to speak to your manager, my business. So Paul digs the blade of the sword against the asphalt. His eyes just blage with rage. He just leans back and his midsection and shoulders puff up, and and then crunch as he throws his head forward and blasts out this visible beam of pure fuck you directly at mid-center of this demon she bitch. Like, get off him!
I'm assuming with that ability costs points and you have to roll for it.
Yeah, let's see how that works. You direct a beam of
Mhm.
focus energy at a target, inflicting 2 damage
Love that.
and inducing a resonant destructive wave at their body.
Love that. Why don't you go
Uh,
ahead
it-
and go ahead?
It doesn't say what I have to roll.
Yeah, just you know what? Just I believe you can just roll. for-
Oh, yeah. Thunderbeam, it takes 2 might points to
perfect.
to use.
I believe you can just roll right from the ability.
Okay, from might. All right.
Yep. I think if you just click on the ability, it will roll for you. I'm gonna pop into your sheet here. Da-da-da-da-da.
Let me see.
Yeah, so right next to Thunderbeam, if you
Oh,
click on the
right there. Yeah,
click
I
on-
see.
Yeah, click on right on that little icon. You can roll right for it. It should take do the points, do all the
Yeah,
use the
okay.
fancy stuff.
So, base difficulty 1.
You got it.
Pool might. Attack modifiers.
Go ahead and give yourself an asset on that, thanks to Dante's inspirational speech.
All right. Okay. Let's see. 2 might points. Okay, yeah. And roll. Oh!
That's all right. I love that.
yeah. It doesn't matter what's on the die. It matters what's on the chat. Yeah.
I got it. All right, base difficulty 3. Yeah. So you use this scream, and it smacks into this creature, and you see it like arch its back in pain as you do this, and it whips its head around, and now it's looking at you, Paul, and you are successful in that it does let Martin go, and instead now it is lunging at you. Let's cut to Dante and Anais. Dante and Anais, you see all this go down while dealing with your own chaos. What are you guys doing?
Oh, Anais is definitely looking at the new guy like, I don't even know him. Does he count in the speech that the angel told me last time? Because I feel like he shouldn't count. I mean, Paul counts. Does he count? She's really struggling right now. So she looks over at Dante because, of course, like usual, I'm not going first. I know we're in this together now, but me, I'm not going first. So she's looking at him a little bit like, I'll let him go handle this first if that's. I'll follow what he does because I won't leave him behind. Paul, I mean, not the new guy. New guy, whatever. I feel like we're not close enough yet. The angel will forgive this. She'll go back for Paul.
I think Dante is frantically looking around for like a heavy chunk of debris or like
Oh yeah,
shard of metal,
sure, you'll
something he
find
could
it.
pick up and throw at this thing.
Yeah, you will find it. Yeah, whatever you want to like just grab off the ground, sure, go for it. Yeah, whatever you think that looks like.
So I think Dante's look, his intellect pool's a little bit low, but he knows an axe is a close-up weapon, and he needs something to hit that from far away. So he's gonna reach down and grab a chunk of concrete, look at Anais and go, "All right, you got the gun, right? So we gotta get Paul and Newbie out here." And Dante's gonna just chuck this hunk of concrete at this demon lady, and hopefully knock her out for a bit.
Okay. Anais, are you? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
As for
guessing it's a
me,
mic.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
uh,
mic roll. Yes.
I don't think I'm going to waste any bullets on this demon lady. I feel like
Okay.
I feel like we have better things to do than waste our bullets right now. But I will look for something. And again, my newfound ability in breaking things. I'm going to try and maybe, as terrible as this sounds, find something to hit this lady with. Maybe break an arm, break a neck. I don't know. Wad her off. So
So
if I can do that.
she's a little far from you guys, so it kind of like
Ah, she's far.
you have kind of an angel and an Anunnaki between you and
Ooh,
yeah.
we're
So
that far. We were that good at getting through the crowd.
you were
Dang.
yeah that
I-
fight kind of separate. We've split the party a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
That always works out well.
Yeah.
We should split up, gang.
We can get more trouble that way.
Right. So yeah. So what do you want to do instead, Ais? If anything, because you did just see Dante fling some shit, so it might work, might not.
Yeah. I'm gonna still look for something maybe to throw. I'm not gonna waste the bullets yet, in the hopes
You
that we
will
don't
find
have to
there
use
is
them.
plenty of shit on the ground to throw, so you can pick up whatever you want and chuck it.
All right, so I'll throw some shit too, because I'm not wasting bullets yet. I feel like we can
Sure.
handle this without the bullets yet.
Okay, so why don't you give me? You know what? You can do might or speed. I don't care, whichever one you want to use to throw this thing.
And then, do I have an asset from his speech as well, or
You
is that
absolutely do?
Yeah, he points down at one of the rocks. No, not that one. That one's got sharper edges.
right?
Fucking
Hey.
So, this is like really incredible, right? So there is like this angel is a badass, right? Like literally tanking these two fucking Anunnaki. So you guys are dodging all this. You see what's going on with your friends on the other side, and Dante, you throw this fucking rock. Anais, you throw this fucking rock. Paul, you've just rage screamed at this thing. It's off poor Martin. It's fly, and if we just like did a camera slow motion of this thing coming through the air, trying to get you with all its, its demon rage, and then you see douche, and then you see douche again, and it just complete trajectory thrown off, crashes into some people in the crowd. Now it's more, it's focused on those people that it just crashed into, but more are coming. And poor Martin, you're not KO'd anymore, but you're probably bleeding a little bit. And we're back to the same situation where you gotta get across this fucking street.
Yeah. Paul, he sees that, and then the two rocks connect, and he's just like, and he turns around, looks back, and he sees Anais and Dante across the street, and he just goes, "Yeah!" And then he picks up Martin again and starts pulling him toward him around the fighting juggernauts.
Martin, are you willingly, are your feet giving out? How do you feel about just being pulled across this street here?
He's in a bit of a daze. He is hanging on, and just kind of like everything's sinking in for Martin right now. Of like, holy shit, this isn't a YouTube video. This is real. I'm living. And
Dislikes hurt.
Yeah, dislikes hurt. And yeah, he's just kind of letting it happen right now. He is following behind loosely, but he is kind of very much relying on the kindness of these three strangers to get him to the other side.
All right, for dignity's sake, we'll say that that Paul still is one-handing the sword and has kind of picked up Martin and has an arm around him and is helping him stay up. So I'm not dragging him by the pants
He
across the
appreciates
street.
This is, I mean, it looks so fucking cool, you guys. As Paul's got Martin, and is, navigating around the chaos of people and these, you don't know how this fight is going down with these, these two Anunnaki and this angel, but that's going on. And Paul, like, as you get closer to the, because you've got to like skirt around them to get to the other side of the street where Dante and Anais are, one of the Anunnaki kind of like does one of these and pauses and looks you dead in your fucking eyes. And as he does, Paul, you get that massive, terrible ringing in your ears again, but you're kind of like almost used to it right now, so it's not gonna hinder you. But as you do, you just get a flash, and you see the tower. And the tower, you see, the top of the skyscraper. And you see this case and this device, and you see what looks to be the One World government's soldiers standing around it, and their eyes are black. And then you flash again to this battlefield, and you see Anunnaki dying to these just normal, they look like normal people like you, except for like somebody looks like an elf. Looks like maybe somebody's a fucking elf and is like using a bow. It's weird. And then there's like this dude who looks like a dragonborn and he's like swinging a sword and shit. So you see that, and then you cut to like another battlefield, and you see this park, and these people are like you, like it's like this last stand, and you kind of just zone in on this line of bullets. It's almost like you're watching The Matrix, and you see these line of bullets go. And they strike what looks to be like a werewolf, and they just hit him. Do, 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 do. And you feel this thing die. And you know that this battle is like so fucking serious, because you just get the sense of like these are like another group of heroes and they've just lost one. And as you guys are like maneuvering across this street and you're going through all that, Dante and Anais, you've done this, right? So now you feel a little bit more confident they're coming. You can go back to shoulder checking motherfuckers, get them out your way. And then you hear the sound of a truck and a horn, right? And the sound of gunfire. And from the crowd, there's some asshole who's got a bullhorn, and you just hear him go, "Fuck these aliens and the one world government for all!" And he's firing into the crowd with no care whatsoever for what is happening. So I'm going to need everybody to give me a speed roll.
Yippee.
Speed, right?
Yep.
Does it feel like a difficulty 4 is not so great? Although, to be fair, I do still have shimmering armor.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So right as the group kind of reemerges together, and you're like your feet are touching the sidewalk. Here comes this fucking clown, just got his stupid little assault rifle, and he's just fucking shooting, right? And poor Martin, poor Paul. Martin, you feel the strike of a bullet hit you right in the fucking shoulder, bro. Good news, in and out. Bad news, you're gonna take 2 points of might damage, and man, it's gonna be real hard for you to use that dominant arm for a little while. Paul! Poor Paul, you just got the fucking hole in your leg fixed from nice Lilith lady.
Don't tell me.
I know. And now for you, it goes like right through your side. We're in an action movie. It's fine. You know it's going to go in and out, misses vital organs, but you're going to also take 2 points to your might damage. But the good news is you guys are on the sidewalk now, and the entrance to the night market is right there.
It's just very important after you've been shot in an action movie. Don't hide the injury and then reveal it later to yourself, because that means you're going to die.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah, Dante and Anais, you guys hear, but you guys managed to like just dodge. I don't know, maybe Anais grabs a kid and uses it as a shield. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, she definitely does grab the nearest person and shields as she goes towards the
It'd probably be Dante that she grabs and just hides behind.
But it's fine because apparently Dante has also grabbed the guy.
Dante's just got that armor on, man. He's just like bulletproof, like, you know?
I don't think Dante actually registered the gunshots. There's just pink, 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 and then he looks over and Anais was hiding behind him.
Perfect.
All right, night market's this way. And oh, shit, Paul. You all right?
What? Oh shit! God damn it! Fuck you!
Don't worry.
Oh,
they got
what's wrong with people?
Neosporin downstairs. Let's go.
Aliens show up and everyone just starts losing their minds. God.
Yeah, it's like they've never been attacked by demons possessed by people or vice versa before.
Jeez, play a
Amateurs.
video game. Vent your frustrations. God damn it.
A new guy. So you got shot too. Really helpful. This is really helpful, angel lady. Really helpful. Thanks. Thank you.
It's okay. It's a true and true. You're gonna be all right.
You're in
Is
all
he?
this talk of angels and demons and aliens, and this is bullshit.
Oh yeah, yep. That's
I just
what
want
I've
to
been
go
saying
back
all
to
morning.
work.
You want to go back to work? I'm excited. I get a day off because of this. Let's go.
So bleeding, poor Martin's bleeding, Paul's bleeding. You guys pull out, you get through, pushing people out of your way. You knock open the door to this night market. You walk down the stairs, you fall down the stairs. But down here, it's a little bit more quiet. There's the hum of activity. Obviously, there's people down here. But the vibe is more, a lot of, it's like a lot of concern, people talking about what the hell's going on. It smells great. It's like one of those European night markets, or it's Asian night markets rather. The smell's good, the food's still cooking, people are helping people. There's a lot of people that came down from the street that are injured and stuff. So it's a little crowded, but it doesn't feel like the chaos above, somebody else at you to make sure you close that fucking door, giving off a lot of Anais energy, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you guys are right now.
Are there people in the night market who are kind of like guarding the door and making sure demons don't get in?
It doesn't appear that way. It looks like everybody's kind of just really busy, kind of tending to people, making sure, some people are just freaking out like poor Martin was, So there's a very kind of communal, very helpy energy going on down here. But there is one lady who does yell to make sure you shut that fucking door.
Yeah, I think Dante would shut it and then just like grab the largest person that's nearby and be like, all right, you're on guard duty. And kind of like press him into the door like a barricade.
He does it. He's like, all right. It's fucked up upstairs, huh? What's going on out there? Because we heard some stuff and we just stayed down here.
Some angels and demons are having a row up top. Don't worry. You stay here. You're the bouncer of this club now. You understand? And he kind of points to his jacket. It's BCFD. So, I'm taking control of the incident.
Oh, fuck. Thank good. Okay, great. There's been some cops down here and they've mostly just been doing triage. But that, you say angels? He crosses himself. Archangel Michael. I'm not really religious, and I'm kind of a whatever, but I really hope that you're doing great up there and go Team Angels. I always thought Metatron was a bro, so yeah, I'm gonna guard the door. I'm gonna get my bat. Good on you, officer. Thank you so much for your service, sir.
Single tier.
Nice. Has to go up and pat him on the shoulder and go, don't worry. If they want to come in, you're not stopping them. Believe you me. We've been out there. You are not stopping them. But good vibe, I guess. Don't listen to him that much. I would say if someone's trying to get in the door and they sound like they can get in the door, you're probably already dead. But thank you. Bye.
just patting this guy on the other shoulder. No, don't worry about that. We've taken down a demon already tonight, so these guys, they're a little bit jabronis. You can handle this. And I'm
Nah.
giving him an
God.
asset.
So he feels a little emboldened by Dante's speech. And he's just saying all the praise, like Hail Mary, no, Hail Michael, full of grace. Michael is with thee, motherfucking Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like however that prayer goes, he's just doing that.
Dante's gonna find a Sharpie near the doorway, hand it to the guy. It's like, you should draw like godly symbols on your baseball bat. That's probably gonna help.
You know what? You're right. He has no
Actually
idea
not
what the
a
fuck to
bad
draw.
idea.
He's just randomly
Yeah.
drawing shit. He's no fucking.
It's just like Mr. Doodle artwork on the bat now.
yeah. Mhm.
And Ace is like, they're not going to answer anyways. It's all busy signals out there. Trust me.
Dante puts a hand on Anais. You sounds like you need a churro. Let's get out of here.
And Ace is like, you know what? Maybe. She pulls out one of those dry rolls from Beth in her memory just to like take a bite.
Your memory.
Still dry. Still so dry. Oh, Beth.
No, that's the style I hear. You know, it's you want to suck the moisture out. That way you want to get a coffee afterwards.
Ace is looking at the roll like, do I miss her? Impossible. Absolutely not. Throws the roll away.
So in the night market, Martin, you're bleeding pretty bad. Paul, you're bleeding pretty bad. We're gonna take a break and then come back and find out what happens next. So everybody stand up, stretch, take 5 minutes. Studio audience, you guys are incredible. Cheer these people on. They have survived another encounter. Let's see how the rest of the campaign goes. We will all be right back.
Look at that ominous.
I'm
thing.
not ominous at all. It's totally fine. Welcome back to The Last Stand, episode 3. Our players are doing a great job. Hey, if you're watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've been loving this series so far. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody about us, and then also go to talesoftheforgottennetwork.com. No, what the fuck is my website address? talesoftheforgotten.com. Go there. All these amazing people have been in one of our audio dramas at some point, so you should go and listen to them and be amazed and blown away and hire them for future things because they're all incredible. All right. That housekeeping out of the way. You guys are here. You're in the night market. 2 of your party members are bleeding pretty bad. What happens next?
Martin's holding his shoulder. He's hurting. It's like, is there a doctor around here? Is there anyone that can do something about this?
Yeah, you know, one of those doctor stands that they have at a market. Pretty normal.
You're a Viking. You don't know what you're talking about. This is the future.
I mean, look,
pal.
I tried to put a tampon in a leg hole earlier, so my medical knowledge might be a little bit out of date, is all I'm saying.
What's a tampon?
My God. And Ace is looking around like, all right, ignoring the bleeding people she does.
You
Look
didn't
at
have
Paul
any
and
sisters?
says,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
have some painkillers I can share with you. Not him, but you. If you want them.
Are you giving them to me?
No, not you. To
Oh,
Paul.
not me. Okay, I just want to make sure.
You have not proven yourself to Anais yet. So far, you've just been a liability. So
Paul will graciously take the painkillers, and then when Anais isn't looking, he's gonna go here. Take some of these.
she does hear it. She does not comment.
Yeah, as the adrenaline is wearing off now, he kind of says, like, to everyone in general, he says, I'm gonna put this out here so that everybody knows it, but I don't know why, but when we're close to those big Anunnaki guys, I hear their language in my head, and I see pictures. I've seen at least 3 other fights going on around the city, and one looks pretty big, pretty serious, and the other 2, it looks like people like us are dealing with this shit in different ways, but one of them is doing really bad. They just lost somebody, and when I saw them die, but I felt it. I felt them die, and I don't know. Let's just, if we can, stay away from those Anunnaki guys, because I don't want to feel that again, because they went out real bad.
Paul, as you're telling your story, this older gentleman and probably his wife comes up to poor Martin, and they seem to be really polite, so they don't want to interrupt because you guys look like you're in your conversation, but they literally just walk up to you, Matt, and the old guy kind of like just puts a piece of gauze over your shoulder, and they're kind of whispering to each other, and they're like, no, it went in and out, he should be okay, but they're at least giving you something to stop the bleeding. Yeah,
Love it.
and they
I mean-
they point to Paul, and they're gonna come over and try to help, and you see that this little section of the night market, it's very kind of like communal, so they're like sharing supplies and trying to get you guys just a little bit patched up. You're not gonna have a lot of movement in that arm, Martin, but at least you're not leaving a trail of blood everywhere you go.
I mean, Paul, it's pretty crazy. I mean, when we killed that demon, who knows what happened? Do you have any fillings in your teeth? Because my auntie Portabella, she used to get like radio signals sometimes, like if the weather was right.
Nah, Yeah, I got fillings, but none of them are metal. They're all modern epoxy. I mean, I had metal fillings when I was a kid, and in the winter, sometimes I could if we were driving, my parents were driving me to school, and I turned my head just right, I could pick up the morning show that I wasn't allowed to listen to in my head and listen to the swear words. That was pretty cool.
I mean, there's probably something like that. Like you got something in your mouth, and then if you're just right, then you're getting some of their demon
Oh
AM.
no, that's right. Oh Jesus.
You got
don't-
a demon filling?
No. When we were fighting that big son of a bitch, I got some of his blood in my mouth. I'm not gonna turn into one of those things, am I? That's not cool.
Martin, your expertise will come in here. And
Yeah.
yeah, you will know that from your research that it has been known that with this particular race, the Anunnaki, now that kind of the chaos is worn down and you're registering the word, you fell down that rabbit hole because you were very thorough in your research about the history of the planet and what's really going on. And you would know that it had been reported before in the original wars with these races that people who swallowed their blood, even on accident, had been able to hear them and sense where they were. You didn't hear any reports of anybody turning into one, but you don't know if you believe that because it's you. But that's
Yeah. Martin, this whole time listening, getting bandaged, everything, his eyebrow is nearly to his hairline. He is very suspicious of everything Paul has said, everything he's seen from Paul, from the shoulder, pulsing, everything. This day has been a whirlwind for him. But Paul did save his life. So there is something there that Martin is like, there's something, he doesn't know what it is, but he doesn't want to out Paul quite yet of what could be going on. But he is hearing the words they saying, and he's like, yeah, I know what's going on with you, I think. And he pulls out his phone and he's like, shit, no Wi-Fi down here. So he chucks his phone away. And it's like, but if I remember correctly, that blood in your mouth, first of all, don't put blood in your mouth. Quit doing that.
Well,
and second of all, it happened. Okay, you opened your mouth too close to a hole. Okay, that's rule number 1 of dealing with these things. No mouths next to holes. So, next step, you're gonna need a full body cleanse. We got. I'm talking.
Crystal. How's Pixel doing right now?
Sorry, it was the wrong time to get a sip of water.
Pixel's on mute.
That could have been bad. Sorry, y'all.
Just met with bone mouth after bone mouth. Amazing.
So, well, I'd recommend for you full body cleanse. I'm talking. You need a shower now. You need to drink something. You got to get this out of you, because you might not turn into one now. I have never heard of that, but there's no evidence to say that you couldn't.
I mean, I don't know this from that, but yeah, in the Fire Academy, they did say, don't put blood in your mouth. It's not good. I don't really remember the reasons. I think it's like not as thirst quenching as like a Gatorade, but either way.
Yeah,
I used to staring at him too, because she is, again, in her spare time, she does frequent the chat rooms, see what's going on of this type of stuff. So she's like, well, I mean, so far, all you do is see the battles that's going on. You can see what's happening. I don't think this is such a terrible thing. I mean, for me, because you could tell us what's going on. For you, yeah, there's a 0.5% chance that you may turn into one. We'll probably all be dead by then. In the meantime, I feel like this might be a good thing for us. Again, maybe not you, but I have painkillers if you have that headache going on and that, but Do we really cleanse you now? Plus, you drank it so long ago. You should have told us then. Maybe we could have had you wash out your mouth and have a water bottle. Isn't it a little bit too late now? She's like, I'm just saying.
It was the heat of the moment. I was hanging off the thing's back by a crutch.
Look, I didn't place.
I
I
was
didn't
thinking
say
of
I
other
wasn't
things.
mad at you. I didn't say nothing about drinking blood from a hole. Blah blah blah. I'm just saying. Now it might be a
Paul's
moot
like,
point.
Paul's like, yeah, can we stop talking about drinking from holes?
Look, if it's in butts with candies and nuts, you know how it goes. But there's a night market. I bet they got a bar around here. We can get you a nice vodka tonic, or maybe they got one of those like high alcohol spirits. That'll probably clear it out. Just a shot though, because you shouldn't drink on the job. That's what got Uncle Paulie taken out.
Again, Anais is like, but do we
He was a
really
traffic helicopter
want
pilot,
to?
and
Is this
that's
a
just not
bad
something you should do
thing?
drunk.
Because so far, all you said is that, okay, yeah, okay, you felt the guy die. I understand. When that thing was in my mind, it sucked. It felt bad. I get it. But at the same time, you might be our link to what's happening. So do we really want to break that link? Again, maybe it sucks for you with the headache, but I have painkillers. It certainly doesn't suck for us, right?
Trust me.
Yeah, I
you don't
get
want
it.
to deal with this Necronomicon bullshit that we are digging ourselves into.
Oh, but I think Anais is right. It's sort of like a demon butt dialed him, and then we're like listening in on the call.
Exactly. Same way Beth was all up with the non-tentacle angel lady and how that non-tentacle angel lady likes to answer her calls, but not mine. But but whatever. Same way. This could be the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Damn it, Dante. I'm like, oh, I got a butt dial in my mouth.
Well, I mean, again, as Martin put it, don't put your mouth near holes.
Exactly. Common sense.
I mean, no, I don't want to kink shame unless that's like a thing you're into.
Am I going to be able to play the rest of this game?
Well, look, we're in the market. We go to the underground. We find the Mastodon building, and then non-tentacle angel lady, who we got to come up with a nickname for her, like Tenty, or something along those lines. I'm not a name guy. We can like figure out her thing, and then maybe doing that will bring Beth back, and then hey, we'll have a party. Oh, and save the world. Also that.
Oh, yeah. Save the world, save ourselves. Save ourselves. Or so. But yes, of course.
Martin, why don't you give me an intellect roll?
I can do that. I don't have the asset anymore, do I?
How long did that asset last, Adam?
I think it's in the moment,
In the
so I think it would probably be gone now
Gone
unless
now,
I.
yeah.
Yeah.
Martin, your ears perk up at Mastodon. You might know some stuff about some stuff.
Did you say Mastodon?
Yeah, all right, so we had this vision, and it was like a cosmic horror, bunch of wriggling things and a bunch of eyes, and it was yelling at us. And then Beth, who you don't know because you took her place without her bread rolls, and she said we got to go to the night market, down into the underground, then get to the Mastodon building, and then we got to go. There's stuff there. I got to admit, in the heat of the moment, I was being attacked by a lot of things. I only caught pieces, but that's the gist of what's going on.
So we're going to the Mastodon building because a bread lady who isn't here anymore told you to while you were fighting demons.
Now, put some respect on Beth's name. Okay, she revived me with her dry muffin. You so far have just been shot and done nothing for us. So I think you need to change the tone a little bit. I'm just saying, you guys, we could have left you because
I'm sure
what
you
have you
thought
at
about
it?
leaving me.
Martin,
saying.
you may or may not be curious as to. Let me rephrase. You kind of pause you look around, you know, you're realizing where you are. And you realize that you know exactly where the entrance to a Mastodon lab is in this night market. And based on your very thorough and expert research, you know that in this lab, they do all kinds of weird shit. And you have heard rumors, very credible, that, you know, people have gone into this lab and they have not come out. But you do know that there probably is some good, like, government secrets, high-tech shit in this lab as well.
Yep. All right. So let me just level with you guys here. I know I haven't been the most useful person on the team thus far.
Right.
And I need to live up to this Beth the bread lady. And this is how I'm about to do it. I know Mastodon. I have videos on my channel about this company. I have known people who have worked there. They have contacted me through Reddit and 4chan and other notable, credible sites. There's some freaky shit going on at Mastodon. I'm talking everything from animal experimentation to human experimentation to weapon development. And I'm saying everything in between. And I just know that if we go in there, it's going to be bad news. So let me give you all some solid advice. Let's not fuck around with this demon blood hole thing that's going on with Paul. And let's not dive into the massive corporation that makes money off of torturing people. So if we're going to go in there, if we have to listen to this Baker Beth, who isn't even here, might I add, maybe Mastodon got her with a teleportation ray that put me in her place while I was drugged up by bird shit, then maybe we should be a little quiet while we do these things. So, if you want to get in, I might know how, but you guys have to promise me that you will be silent, quiet, and unnoticeable, because I will not be experimented into growing a tail.
Before
What's the
It's
name
at
of
this
your
moment
channel?
that Dante is wearing a highly reflective fireman's uniform with visibility patches, and as you're talking, he leans into a table and knocks over some glasses.
Anais
why-
immediately wants to know the name of the channel because, again, she'll be able to tell if this is someone she has been following. You know, she will assess for herself the credibility of his claim. So she turns, she's like, what's the name of your channel?
Oh, it's Sage Shadow Conspiracy 942.
Anais, while you're
Stops.
doing this, can you just give me a quick intellect roll and then continue what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're smart, you'll be subscribed.
Fantastic. Okay, continue what you're doing. Go ahead.
She looks at him and she goes, I'm sheeple, aren't people, 99. I see your channel all the time. She's like, okay, well, I know there have been times we've gotten into it online, but I will say most of his stuff, well, for Mastodon is credible from the sources. Again, you know, I've heard many different things on the airline from very credible sources. She's not going to spill where she heard it from, of course. But I will say it's credible. Now, you did say that you might have been transferred here by Mastodon, so who's to say that you aren't trying to stop us from doing what we need to do? That's a whole other question. You just said it yourself, not me. I still don't think you're worth anything to our group, but I will say you might have a point about needing to be quiet. Can we do it? Probably not, but you might have a point.
As Anais finishes talking, her entire body just suddenly freezes. And to you guys, it looks like her eyes have kind of rolled back into her head. Not demon-like, but she just looks to be in kind of a trance. Anais, you finish that, and then all of a sudden, you see the non-tentacly angel lady in front of you. And she just sighs, and she cans her head at you. And she's staring at you with that kind of just slightly, you know, that stare of like somebody who looks like deep into your soul. Like, did you see Crazy Rich Asians?
Yes.
You know that scene where Michelle Yeoh's character looks that poor woman dead in her face and tells her that she's a disappointment? It's that look. It's that kind of a stare that she's giving you, right? And then, and you know, she's just like, and then you suddenly just feel yourself like zoom across this night market. And all of a sudden, it's almost like you're having an out-of-body experience. You look and you see that in one of these stalls, a little bit farther in, there's a guy, and he has a Mastodon uniform on. And as you zoom in on this guy, you see that he's got a key card, like kind of hanging out of his pocket, like, you know, like the little lanyard. You can just tell that there's a key card in there, and you just get the sense that you're gonna need this, right? And then you zoom again, and now you feel like you're in this. You're not in the night market anymore. You're in like a lab, and not gonna lie, it's kind of creepy. Like the lights are flickering, but you can see that along this one wall, there looks to be weapons and armor that you get the sense that your party might need, but you see that it's behind this case. But you can also hear very inhuman noises coming from this lab, kind of echoing around. And then after that, you zoom back to where you were with the angel lady, and she just kind of cans her head at you and she says, "Call answered." And then she disappears.
Wow. They snaps back and she's like, rude. Damn, she's rude.
So hang on.
She's having a moment to herself, like, oh, I can't stand this angel lady.
So hang on. While that was going on, you guys, Anais is just frozen in place.
Dante wasn't noticing because he is subscribing to Martin's channel, and he kind of taps him on his good shoulders, like, "All right, you got one more. My screen name is Lint Traps and Death Traps 1337."
So Anais like snaps back to them, and she's like, "You guys," and see, you know, the non-tentacle angel lady. She finally answered my call rudely, might I add. Finally decided to answer my questions. And according to Tenty and her rude ass vision, he's telling me that we need to go find some Mastodon employee who has a key card. He's somewhere this way, I think, in this night market. He did also show me where we have to go. Rudely, again, might I add, just zipped me over there like she had not one care, couldn't be gentle like she was with Beth, but whatever. Okay, if that's what she wants to do. And yeah, we're going to have to go into that very creepy. It looked like a lab. The only good thing is there's some weapons that we have to get to, but from what I'm hearing, we're probably going to die because all I heard was, I don't even know, demons. I don't even know what the hell I was hearing. He was very useless in telling me with words what we had to do, but okay. So, according to Tenty, thanks, girl. That's what we have to do.
I mean, it sounds like a heck of a plan. And there's weapons, and then we'll fight the demons. Get the
And plan is a strong word for what she just showed me, but okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, look, either you're fumbling around in the dark or you got a little bit of light. A little bit of light's not bad.
It was still rude, but okay. Thanks, Tenty.
I was also playing around with Natalie, non-tentacle angel lady. I don't know. We're workshopping.
Natalie sounds very nice. I think Tenty fits her personality the best. I feel like Tenty is what she's going for right now.
Can she hear us? Because if she might not like us calling her anything.
She already doesn't like me. Thank you, Tenty girl. Please answer my call. Thank you. Thanks, girl.
Well, all right. So across the market, there's this guy We got to get a key card from him. Is he friendly? I mean, is this the sort of thing you can buy? I mean, I got my wallet, but I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit light these days. I get paid at the end of the month. Captain says he can't trust me week to week because I tend to blow it on, nonsense. So he just holds it in his office in a little drawer, and he calls it Dante's drawer. There's a lot of stuff in there that I bring to the fire station I'm not supposed to. Anybody can stop me at any time.
Look, I think new guy already knows about Mastodon employees as well. We've talked about this on his channel before. No, he's not going to be friendly. What from anything that I told you that he was going to just willingly give us this key card? No, absolutely not.
But
probably
we're,
gonna ha- I
we're
don't know.
heroes that are saving the world. Like, can't we just go up and be like, hey, we're on a quest from God?
Dante, I think I have a great idea. I think you would make for an excellent distraction.
You know, my captain says the same thing. He says I'm such a distraction at the office.
Yeah. I think a plan's kind of brewing in me, guys. I mean, quietness and stealth is out the window for about a fourth of us, at least. How many people are there here? Yeah, 4. Yeah, 1/4 of us. Stealth is out the window, which is kind of perfect. Dante distracts Mastodon guy. If he gets shot with the teleportation gun, then maybe he can find the baker, bring us back some bread. And if he survives long enough, one of us can snatch the key card off his belt. And boom, we're in.
I mean, sounds like a
Alright.
plan. Worst case, Beth and I'll go get some biscuits.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go find this guy, please.
I think as we're heading through the market, Dante, having told several people churros throughout this adventure, is now eyeballing each stand going, okay, someone's going to have a freaking churro.
Oh yeah,
here."
you'll find them. No problem. Yeah, if you guys want to eat, drink, there's all kinds of stuff there, and people are just giving stuff away for free. It's very, good vibes down here. Every now and then the ground kind of shakes a little bit because there's some fuck shit going on upside and up top, and people, that uneasy look, and but they, just go back to helping people and doing what they gotta do because they're not fucking leaving.
Is there a stall that sells? I mean, sheaths would probably be a little bit of a hard sell, but maybe like some sort of a leather bag that we could give to Paul to hold
Absolutely
his
would be a
swords.
leather worker down here. Sure, yeah.
Just gently guiding Paul over to this market. All right. Excuse me, sir. This is Paul. Paul is a warrior of the light, and he's got this great sword. It's heavy, so you got anything you can like strap to his back?
What's a warrior like?
It's this. This is what a warrior of light looks like. In case you'd never met one.
It's not glowing.
Oh,
You're not
it mean-
glowing.
it means-
Where'd you get the sword? It's big. It's too big for him. You didn't get a custom made.
Got it off the
Where-
body of a slain angel. Used it to kill an Anunnaki.
Wait. Hold on. God. You stole a sword from a dead angel? You like grave robbing?
No.
No.
It's not stealing. Absolutely not. No.
Combat acquisition used to defeat evil. Warrior of light.
Let me see the sword. Let me see. I mean, just hold it up. I don't want to touch it. I don't touch it. Just hold it up.
Yeah, Paul holds it up. He says,
Mm.
yeah, we met Lilith and she didn't take it away, so I guess we're allowed to use it.
You met Lilith? The Lilith?
Yeah, she shook each of our hands.
Except for mine, I wasn't there.
Hmm. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. He looks at Martin. I know you. Why do I know you?
Do you watch YouTube?
No. Why do I know
Oh.
you?
Do you go to grocery stores?
Yes.
That's how you know me.
You
I'm
work.
the guy. I'm the guy that
You
bags
work-
the groceries.
You you do a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You do a good job. All right, so you're with the Warriors of Light here with the angel sword.
Yeah.
All right. And he goes back to the stall and he rummages around. And he doesn't have really sheaths, but he does have this really kind of nice bag that you could use to help carry this angel sword around. And he's like, for the warriors of light. And if you see Lilith, you tell her she's the only one I pray to. You know what I'm saying?
Dante is writing this down. And what's your name?
Yeah. My name is Sergio. And that
Sergio.
Sergio. Yeah, Sergio.
Don't write that down. She's not going to appreciate that. Just
Sergio,
all
the
that up.
leather worker, loves.
That's a really
Lilith.
nice bag, and I know bags.
Thank you.
That's gonna hold your sword really well.
Thank you. See, I appreciate you, grocery bagger. I hope you get employee of the month after they fix whatever the problem is up there.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. I'm really gunning for it this month.
Yeah, I think you should get it. You do a good job.
You know what? He saved the world. Employee of the quarter, at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you guys are saving the world?
I mean, someone's gotta.
Supposedly.
Oh,
I guess so.
shit, is that serious?
I mean, don't it feel like it?
I mean, you figure it's been peaceful for as long as it's been peaceful, that eventually some shit had to go down, right?
I mean, look, yeah, there were the riots after Big City lost that sports match, but I mean, I think this is a little bit worse.
You think the riots were because they lost a sports match? It was clearly a cover-up, dude.
Well, look, the umpire made a real boneheaded call, if I'm saying. Like, guy had one glass eye, clearly, like maybe, retire or something
Same
like
day
that.
a riot breaks out, a dozen monkeys break out of the zoo. I mean, are they trying to distract us from a possible monkey flu invasion?
You think 12 monkeys could cause any kind of chaos in Big City? I mean, I like your channel now, but, I mean, come on, you gotta give me some evidence.
All right, he's a subscriber. I'll let it fly.
Sergio, have you seen a shady looking Mastodon employee anywhere, by the way?
Mastodon. Yeah, he's getting some noodles. I think he was down there. What'd you do to
Oh,
your
noodles.
shoulder,
I could
bag
go-
boy? Bag boy, what's wrong with your shoulder?
Oh, me?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I got shot. Yeah. Saving the world business. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And he rummages around. He starts putting some stuff together, and he gives you a sling.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Martin puts on the sling. He likes it.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So Paul, he slings the blag. What is wrong? Paul slings the blag over his left shoulder, and he puts the sword in it at his side, and he goes to move, and it brushes against his side, and he goes, "Oh, right." So he switches sides because he got shot on the left side. So he switches the bag over. He says, "All right, now we're good to go."
I bet you Lilith could fix that. So just remember, Sergio with an S says, "I love Lilith. It's the only angel I pray to. Tell her where my shop is. Tell her to come see me when she's not, busy." Anyway, you guys, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so you said that way?
Yeah, I think he was
By
over.
the noodles.
Yeah, I think he was
By
by
the
the noodles. Yeah,
I could go for some noodles.
really good noodles over there. Delicious.
Okay.
Asian.
Thank
you know what
you,
I'm saying?
Sergio, for your message. We'll try and pass that on. We won't throw that note away. But thank you so much.
Mhm.
We're going over here. Bye.
Good job. Good luck, Warriors of Light. You might
We're not
wanna-
married to that name.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
I'd
But
rethink
thanks.
that. I'd rethink that. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I'm not judging.
thanks.
Go ahead.
Dante has written down Warriors of Light in his notebook and has underlined it 3 times. Also, he has written Sergio's name, Sir Gio, and is drawing a picture of a knight.
Sergio just kind of just watches you guys go. He ain't got shit else to do.
All right, so man, you said I'm the distraction. I'm gonna get in this guy's head. He's not gonna know what hit him. What do I do to get him like in position so you can like get the
Just-
God.
Just, keep him talking. Get him to stand up somehow. I see he's sitting over there eating noodles. I need him standing. I need you to get him talking, keep him straight. Ask him about his job, maybe. Get more information on Mastodon, what they're up to, what's their part in all of this. And then I think the three of us, we need to have a discussion on who here is the most stealthy and capable of sneaking in and unclipping a little key card.
All right, so which one of you feels like you got, the juice?
I would say is instantly out because all he does is get shot and fall down and scream. So honestly, I think sorry, new guy.
I mean, my arm is slung up, so I think
Yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna be great at it anyway. But thank you for bringing up the part where I scream.
Of course. Of course.
All right, well, Paul, you got a big sword on your back. Kind of stand out. So, Anais,
Yeah,
I think.
All right.
But I want noodles. So yeah, I just stand there or sit down waiting for noodles. When you're distracting him, I just casually take the thing.
Oh, all right. So I'm distraction number one. Worst case, things start going sideways. Paul, you come in, you drop your noodles, you make a scene. Distraction number two. Things go really out of hand. Martin, you get your fans in here in the night market to start like a fan convention. Bam. Number three, we got 3 distractions. We got this on lock. And then Anais just takes the card.
I think this could
Ace
work.
is like, we're gonna fail, but let's just go. Let's just go.
I think this could really work.
And he told us to go, so let's just go.
Now, Anais, my Auntie Bree, she was a little bit of the, 5-figure discount gal in her own time. She said what you got to do, don't reach in with your fingers, but lay the back of your hand on a pocket, and that way it kind of feels like the fabric's just moving, and they don't notice it as much. And hopefully that gives you an asset.
Nice. Like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Just do what you usually do, and I'm sure that'll be distraction enough. Just tell him a story, some useless story. Tell him about your time as a I don't know. Do something and it'll be distraction enough, I'm sure.
So,
Dante feels very proud of this position.
so this Mastodon guy, he's sitting down, table with a couple other people. There's plenty of space for anybody else. I mean, and he looks, kind of a little shaken up like everybody else does. Very clean cut. It's a nice uniform. You can see that there's that little, the lanyard kind of hanging out of his pocket, just the rope of it. And he's just sitting there, just noodling, kind of chatting, not too much. People are kind of just dealing with shit.
So Dante will head over and he'll sit on the opposite side of the person from their card. So if it's on their left side, he sits on their right, just so they have to turn away. And just, hey there, brother. Hey, what a crazy time we're going through here. How are you? You were one of the Mastodon guys, right?
Yeah.
Nice. My name's Dante. I'm a firefighter, very clearly. Actually, I don't know if there's any other firefighters alive. I could be chief of this city at this point. You know how rank kind of works is as people at the top die, you just assume what they're doing, right? I'm sure that works like that at Mastodon.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not really excited to be the chief of the fire department. I mean, I like kicking in doors, throwing the axe, putting out the fire. Sometimes they even let me hold the hose, which is not really something we need anymore since we got those new fire foam poppers. But I like the old ways. My daddy's mommy's daddy, he was one of the best firefighters of the old millennia. That guy, he could put out a fire without even touching any water. Just look at it and be like, hey, you're done. You got 3 things that keep you alive: heat, oxygen, and fuel, and I'm taking one of them away and it's your will to live. And then the fire would just go out. And it was this crazy thing that he would do. People called him a wizard. I don't know anything about that. And he's just going to continue the story.
Dante, can I have an intellect roll, please?
What kind of roll now?
Intellect, please.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Dante just rolls intellect like a champion. We're definitely going to put a little bit of effort into that.
Sure.
Oh, it was on a 20 for a minute.
Beats
You know what? I'm gonna use an XP just to see if I can get it a little bit
higher. Okay.
heftier. Love to get higher on that. Slightly higher.
Yeah. Nice. So, if you I remember that your plan was you wanted this guy to stand up, right? So Dante's, talking, and anybody who can read body language can see that this guy is just like, fuck me. So, like, literally while Dante is talking, the guy just literally just kind of picks up his bowl and his napkin, and he's like, and he stands up.
As soon as he stands up, Dante goes, "Oh man, like guy, the cut of your jib, like look at these pant lines. Is this like a uniform you have to pay for? Because my captain makes me pay for all of my uniforms." And he's just gonna try and kind of keep
And
him
at
in
this
place
point,
with.
Anais is on behind the guy, so she is in position. She's been waiting, just like, hell is going on? So finally, this guy has stood up, so she's ready to go to try and snatch
Paul,
the key card.
what are you doing?
Well, Paul's been sitting went and sat on the other side of the guy, and he ordered the special noodles and black bean sauce, and he's been eating. And while he's eating, as the guy is standing up, he's really getting into the noodles, but he slips with his chopsticks and spills the bowl all over the guy's pants. And he goes, "Oh, damn, my noodle, dude, I'm sorry, but damn, my noodles. I don't know whether to be sorry or pissed off."
And the guy just like,
Don't worry about it. You got black pants and brown noodle sauce. You can't even tell. But if you need, there's a dry cleaner, and you know what? I bet this guy he can probably go halvesies with you. Go Dutch on a little cleaning.
Anais, you can give me an intellect or a speed roll, whichever one you want to do, which I think would benefit you.
And I use my perception skill as well to figure out the best way to snatch this card, since I am, that is one of my skills.
You know what? Why not? Let's go. Sure.
And you do have an asset from Auntie Breeze.
I do, yes.
Oh,
Increase the difficulty 3.
You also have XP.
I do have that.
Would you like to re-roll
Loki just
that?
wanna
Or are you going to keep it?
know-
What are you doing?
kind of want to keep it and just try and punch him at this point because we've done so much so wrong.
So,
Kind of want to.
you're going to keep the roll? So, Anais, you go and you stick your hand in this guy's pocket, and you are not great at what you're trying to do. Like, maybe somebody bumps you, or maybe actually what happens is, as Paul spills the noodles and talking to him, the guy's just like, what the fuck? And then he turns and he looks at you and he's like, "Lady, get your hand out of my pocket." And he just like jerks away from you. He's like, "What the hell?"
Oh, lady, did you think that was your pants? I've been there before. You have one too many drinks and you forget, are these my pants? Are these my pants? And you just start reaching in the pockets.
I really do want to try and punch him. Just punch him out.
You want to now you're just gonna swing at the guy? You just want to swing at the guy? Why not? You know what? Give me a might roll. You can give me a might roll or a speed roll.
You got the ability to knock people out.
You give me a might or
He's been knocking people out this whole time.
you give me a might or a speed roll. You're taught, he jerks back, hand comes out of the pocket. Now if you just want to just just punch, go for it.
your ability is breaking stuff.
This breaking stuff.
And his jaw could be broken.
That is true.
Would you like
That is
do you want to try to roll from your ability? Go for it.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
Take a peek at this amazing ability. Oh, breaking things, climbing, running, and
I'm trained in breaking things. Breaking his
Oh, well-
concentration so new guy can snatch the key card. Either way, it works for me.
Well, you rolled it in practice. You could roll it in trained. Or did it automatically
Oh.
from the sheet?
So no, you're not.
Yeah,
yet
somebody tells
trained
me
in
the-
this ability. So it
Oh,
would be,
okay,
it would be-
okay.
yeah, no, you're fine. You're good. You actually.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll keep it what it is. So you're good. So yeah. So you.
My first time, remember? Tell me the rules.
No, you're fine. So you version, and now the guy is just like, what the fuck? And then Anais, you fucking swing at him, bro, and he's still like, what the fuck? So instead, like he's like quick, dude. So now he fucking like just literally just making a mess, just kind of just like whips up his bowl. And you fucking like swing and you break the bowl, and now the guy's hand is kind of bleeding, and now everybody in this market is kind of looking over at the commotion like, what the fuck is going on? And he's just like, lady, I know that everything is weird up there, but Mastodon didn't have a fucking thing to do with this, so I'm gonna need you to back up, please. Hey, aren't you like a fucking cop or something? He looks at Dante like, whatever this uniform you have on. Just can you do something, please?
I work for a living. BCFE, firefighter. And you know what? I don't see no flames around here.
Right. All right, I'm just gonna back away, lady.
But hey, it looks like your hand's cut. You know what? I am actually medically
Nah,
trained.
I'm
I
good.
can't take care of that for you, buddy.
Take
You
him.
got hot
God.
sauce all over your pants.
Good,
And now, look, no, come on. No. And he's going to do that thing like when you got a victim that's kind of walking wounded. He's going to grab it. It's like, let me put you down on a chair here. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. And he's just going to kind of hold him and look over at Martin because he's kind of positioned the guy so that his key card is now on Martin's side.
Yeah.
I'm
Martin,
Mhm.
as Dante is backing this guy up,
Mhm.
Martin kind of like pushes himself forward into the guy's back
Mhm.
to kind of like bump into him from the back and like grabs his shoulder. Ow, my injury. Like try to make him get a little off guard by that. And then as he is doing that, his hand slips down to grab the key card through all the commotion of noodles and soup all over him, Dante and injuries. I think he could do it. I want to try that.
Let me. I love you guys so much. Let me get 2 rolls. Dante, let me get a might roll from you as you try to maneuver this guy. And then Martin, you can give me an intellect or speed roll, your choice, for trying to lift this key card in the commotion.
All right. Use a little bit of effort on this.
Difficulty 5, okay. Wow. Okay.
Hey.
So this guy is it's clear that he does not want to be handled by Dante. So he is trying to resist, but Dante's the bigger dude, so he's kind of being forced and he's not happy about it. Like he is making a lot of noise. People are now kind of looking over at you guys wondering like what the fuck is going on. It's just kind of raising the kind of like the anxiety levels, in the room, and you're noticing this. And but Martin, you managed to just bump into this guy because this guy is so focused on Dante and trying to get Dante away from him. You managed to just grab that key card, slip it right out of your pocket. You slips it. You've got it. And then because you guys are making all this commotion and this guy is really like yelling, "Get your fucking hands off me!" Like, what is going on? Like, please stop. Kind of that. An actual cop comes through the crowd, kind of pushing his way, and says, "Hey, what's going on here?" And that's how we'll end session 3.
Oh, thank God we got that card because I was getting ready to just deck the guy with the
Right?
butt
When he's
end of
out,
the
push
handle
him
of my
out, like-
sword.
Yes.
Wow.
The
what?
Benny Hill theme kicks in. We're just clobbering this guy, and he will not go down.
I just want you to know that my favorite thing about your plan was that nobody was just gonna ask him for it. There was just, this is like the old D&D door. Like nobody just tries to open the door.
Yes,
Everybody's just
100%.
like, we're gonna do all this, but not that.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Game,
You've been
Matt.
through a lot.
Yeah. How was session for you? How was your first?
I loved it. It was so good. It was so great.
All right, everybody. We will talk with the group about what everybody is available to do our next session. We'll probably have this actually went kind of the way I thought it was gonna go. So we'll have probably 2 to 3 more sessions of The Last Stand. So I'm very excited about that and wrapping this incredible story up. But again, everybody, make sure listening. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe this. Tell everybody. Give us a little bit of a boost because this is a hilarious campaign. And we will see you the next time that we will on. The best place to find us is over in our Discord, the Tales of the Forgotten Discord. There's a link on the website. You will get the 411 about when the next session will be. Great job as always, you guys. You guys are a blast to DM for. I fucking love you guys. Paul, let's start with you. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're about, then pass the baton.
You can find me at Weird Shit with Alex at WordPress.com. You can also find me on the Tails Discord. On there is Synaptic Boomstick. I'm always up to talking game. I just like having fun. And okay, yeah, I'm supposed to pass the baton. I just simultaneously forgot everybody's name because I've been calling everybody by their character name for the past 2 hours.
You can call them by their character name. Pass the baton to the
Indeed.
character. That's fine.
Dante.
Hey, you can find me on the social media places at Officer Mancorn. That's Officer Mankorn, or just my name on Instagram because I messed up my first account. And you can find me on the Discord. I'm at Best Space Dad on the Tales of the Forgotten Discord. And if you don't know why, you need to go watch Legacy or listen to. It's an audio drama.
We'll animate it eventually.
Oh, and I should pass it on. We're gonna go to Anais.
Okay, yep. So you can find me at voicebytiani.com, my website. You can also find me at Tiani on X and Blue Sky, Tiani VA on Instagram, because I too messed up my first account. So, yeah. Or in the Discord at Tiani. And I'll pass it over to Matthew.
Yeah, if you want to find me and you like these voices and you like fun comedy action, then you're going to love Arrow Canary over on Mortalverse, because go listen to that, because you're going to love it if you like this. And you can follow Mortalverse at Mortalverse everywhere.
Do it.
Everywhere.
Do
And
it.
don't find me. Just go find Mortalverse.
Do it.
Go Titans.
Yeah.
And
Go Titans!
Go Titans! Yes, awesome. All right, you guys, we will be back soon. I think we might have Beth back the next time. Maybe we'll finally get poor Officer Tommy back. Boy, if they ever needed a cop, they need one now.
Oh, I sure hope, yeah, the cop comes right to Tommy.
Yeah, they need a fucking cop, boy. You need one right now. All right, you guys, we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.